Hey, what is up guys? Phoenix here, and today I'm going to be finishing the final part of the Bonnie pixel art tutorial. So, yeah, this is my cameraman right here. It's just second controller logged in. So, hopefully you guys are enjoying, the tutorial, and I'm gonna have a couple of showcases coming out with what's coming out next. So, are you guys enjoying the tutorial? You gotta nod your head. Yes, Phoenix. Yes. Alright, so let's get started. So where we last left off, we had... Hey, are you looking at my butt? Don't look at my butt. So where we last left off, we were going to finish the ears. So let's go and do that. So going in towards the right ear, we're going to go up and to the right from what we already have built so that we can get the inner part of the ear done. And let's pick a plank to start at. So we're going to start at the 6 we have right here. Actually, it's 7. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. 7 blocks we have right here. We're going to start right there. So going up from there, we're going to choose the second block actually. So 1, 2, and we're going to go up 2 from there. And then put a black wool to mark our start of our ear, inner ear. So first what we're going to do is we're going to choose that first block and we're going to go 4 to the right from there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 5 blocks flat. And then from there we're going to go 9 blocks down to the right. So down and to the right 9. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 9. 9. So we have 9. And from the final block there, we're going to put 1 on top and then 1 to the right. So just do that. Really easy. Next, we're going to go to the left of the 5 we have, and we're going to go up and to the left 3 flat. So take out your placement block, and we'll put 3 flat, going up and to the left like that. Now from the final block in that 3 we just placed, we're going to put 1 on top of it and 1 to the left. I need to find a fancy word to put in the way to say this, like how I just say up and to the left when I'm doing diagonals. I really don't know how to say this otherwise. And from the final block we just placed there, we're going to add 4 to the top of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what we're going to do is go to the second to last block right here and to the left of it, and we're going to go up 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we went up 7 to the left of the second to last block. And then we're going to go to the final block of that 7, go to the right of it, and we're going to bring that up 7 as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. From there, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the right and go 7 up again. So go to the right of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oops, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we have 7 high, and I'm going to go to the right side to get a little bit of that done because we're not really, caught up. So go down to the 2 we have over here, and from there we're going to go to the final block right here, and we're going to go on top of it and put 1. And then to the right of it, we're going to put 1 block and bring it up 2. So we put 1 block to the right and put 2 on top of it. So 1, 2. So it should be 3 blocks in a row just like that. Now from there, we're going to go up and to the right 2, then 4, then 5, then 10. So let's do that really slowly. So up and to the right, 2 vertical, then 4, then 5, then 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 10 just like that. Now from there, we're going to go to the left side and bring it up a little bit. And sorry if you hear a little bit of mouse clicking. My mouse is really noisy. So let's go to the 7 we had placed last time. And on the final 3 blocks, what we're going to do is go to the right of them and place 1 block each. Oh my god, I'm falling. Alright, so we place 1 block to each to the right there. And on top of that, we're going to add 1. So we just have a length 4 block. Now from that final block that's sticking out right there, we're going to add 1 to the right there and add 2 to the top of that. Following this same pattern, we're going to add 1 to the right of the final block there and put 1 on top of that this time. Now from here, things are going to get a little complicated because we have to do a little bit of tricks with our ears. So it's a good thing I set it up this way. So first what we're going to do with this final block right here is going to put 15 to the right of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And actually, did I do that wrong? Let me see. Something came out wrong somewhere. I think I didn't build it up all the way where I should have. Oh yeah, I didn't. So let's delete that 15 I just placed real quick. Sorry about that, guys. Because I have specific coordinates for myself, and I didn't follow them. So from this 2, what we're going to do is go up and to the right 2 vertical. Whoops. 2 vertical, just like that. And this block is where our 15 to the right goes to, not that one. So scratch this one. This block is where our 15 to the right goes to. So add 15 to the right of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now if you have that 15 to the right like that, that should be good. You should be set. Next, all you have to do is go below that now. So below the 16 we just placed, we're gonna start right here, and we're gonna skip 5 blocks. So skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then after that, we're gonna put 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we can kind of knock off 1 block in the end right here, like that. Next, what we're going to do is, you see how I just created that gap right there? Below it now, we're going to come right here, and we're going to extend this over 8 to the right. So 1, we put 1 below, that's 1, and I'll bring it to the right 8. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 should be touching the wall right there. And if you have that, that's a good job. Next, we're going to finish the lower half of the ear and then migrate to the upper half. So on this bridging part we just built like this, we're going to skip 2 blocks, and on the 3rd block below it, we're going to put 3 going to the right like that. Then we're going to skip 1 block, and below it, we're going to put 2 going to the right. And then from there, actually instead of 2, let's put 3. Let's put 1 more going to the right like that. And then below that, we're just going to have 2. So once again, a lot of this detail doesn't even matter. I might chip it off later just because it doesn't look that good when I'm done. But as you can see, we're doing parts of the ear slowly, and we're just getting a general shape done. And I'm going to try to go a little bit quicker because we might run out of time again, and I don't want that to happen. This is going to be the final part, so no matter how long it is, this is the final part. So we're going to go to the left side of the ear right now, and we're going to skip 2 blocks. So 1, 2 skipped. And on the 3rd block, we're going to put 3 going up. Now from there, what we're going to do is go up and to the left 6 vertical. I don't know if I did that right. 3, yeah, it's 6 vertical. And then from that 6 vertical, what we're doing right now, guys, is we're shaping off the bend in her ear because her ear has like a shaded bend in it. So if that's what you're wondering what we're doing right now. So next we're going to go up into our 3 single blocks of black wool. So 1, 2, 3. And from those 3 singles, we're going to go up and to the right again. We're going to go 2, 2, then 6, flat. So 2, up and to the right, 2 flat. Then 2 again. then finally 6. Now you should be happy to know this is the highest point in her ear, so all we need to do is bring it back down and we're done with this right ear. And what we're going to do is go to the final block on that 6, and below it we're going to place 1. And from that 1 we just placed, we're going to put 2 to the right. So we have 3 like that. Next, we're going to skip 1 block. When we go below it, we're going to keep going below right now. And actually, this is an easier trick to do. So what I'm going to do right now is we're going to do kind of like the interior of the ear and then a little bit of the outerior shading. So take this 1 block we just placed, and we're going to go down into the right another, let's see, 4 single blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I mean, these are going to get extended over a little bit more later, but for now, I'm just doing the interior of it and bringing it down. So we have the 4 right here. Then we're going to go down into the right 2, then 6 vertical. So down into the right 2, then 6 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now finally from there, we're going to go down into the left 2 vertical. It should look exactly like this. So if you have this now, before we go over to the next ear, all we need to do is finish up this little corner right here. And the way we're going to do that corner is pretty simple. We're going to go to the 3 we have right here sticking out. And we're going to go down into the right 2 flat. Then we're going to go down 1 from the final block we just placed, like that. Then we're going to go down into the right 2 flat again. And actually, you see this backwards R shape we just went down? So we went down to the right 2 flat, then down 1. We're going to do that again. So go down to the right 2 flat and then bring it down 1. So we have that same shape twice. Then we're going to do it a 3rd time. So we keep going down into the right this backwards R. So we have 3 of them now. Except on this 3rd one, we're going to put 1 extra block going down at the end. Just like that. Now from there, all we have to do to finish this is go down to the right 1, and from this 1, just bring it all the way down, and now all this stuff is going to be filled in black. And I'm going to fill it in normal speed so you can see what I'm talking about, not all this stuff, but just this interior right here, between the 2 black layers we just placed, all black. That's going to be the shading of her ear. And now for the left side shading of the ear, all we have to do, it's pretty simple. We're going to go to the top pieces we have right here. You see this top plank we have, the 6. We're going to go to the left of it, and we're going to add 3. So 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to go down into the left 2 flat twice. So 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. Whoops. Then from there, we're going to go down into the left 1 single block. Down into the left 2 flat. Down into the left a single block. And now from that single block, the way we're going to bring it back down, it's pretty simple. We're going to come down 6 blocks from what we already have. So just add 6 down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then from that last block, we're going to go down into the right 1. Down into the right 1 again. And then down into the right 1 again. And now all that's going to be filled in black, so fill that in really quickly. And we can start the second ear now. So inside this is all pink, inside there is all pink, and then the outside is all cyan. And what I'm going to do at the end is what I usually do, is I show a picture of the finished one so you guys just can fill it in. Because I know you guys aren't stupid or morons, but if you guys rather me fill in a second full one again that takes a couple of hours to do anyways, I will. Just make sure that if you're watching the video and you get to this point, you write in the comments whether it's okay I show the pixel art at the end fully colored and you guys just do it from there, or would you rather me time-lapse everything again, which I already have a time-lapse video, so that's just a little something you guys can comment if you actually reach this point of the video. But anyways, let's go to the second ear. So for the second ear, we're going to go to this part, this lower part we have right here. Don't know if you can see it much on the second camera, but the first camera is all that matters. And what we're going to do is go to the second to last block right here and put 2 on top of it, then a black wall. Now from that newly placed block we have, we're going to go over another 10 to the right from it. So 1, 2, 3, oops. So we have 1, we're going to put 10 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you should end with enough space to put an R like this next to it. That's just a little test to see if you're correct. Or basically down and to the right 1 is all you have left. So from here we're going to go up and to the right 3 flat, 2 flat, then 2 single blocks. So up and to the right 3 flat, then 2 flat, then 2 single blocks, so 1, 1. And now finally we're going to go up and to the right 11 vertical. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 11 vertical like that. And here's a sneak peek of the marionette again for you guys. And over there I'm building Mangle. Actually no, I'll show Mangle. I'm going to do the showcase of Mangle so you guys can get surprised later. It's really freaking good, guys. And I'm really sorry I'm not doing Foxy because Felix Clement's already doing Foxy, so I feel like doing similar tutorials is really repetitive, but I did beat him to the other one, so. So we're going to go down to where we have this 11 now, and above it, we're going to put, on this final block, we're going to put 2 going up, and then 2 to the left of each of those 2 going ups. So we have this 2x2 square like that. Next, we're going to go up and to the left, 2 vertical, then up and to the left. Actually, no, off this final block, we'll put 1 to the left, and then 2 up from there. And now we're going to do a bunch of patterns of us going to the final blocks and going to the left and adding blocks to the top. So that's what, that way you can easily explain it to you guys. So we're going to go to the left 1, up 2, then left 1, up 3. So left 1, up 3. And now finally, before we start doing some diagonal work, we're going to go left 1, up 3 again. And from that up 3, we're going to go at a diagonal up into left 5 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And going back down to before we started the 5 vertical, where we have this 4 plank right here, we're going to put 2 to the left of the first 2 blocks, like that. Alright, now let's go back up to the 5 vertical we just placed. To the left of the 5 vertical now, we're going to put on the first 2 blocks, 2 going to the left, skip the 3rd block. Then after that, we're going to put 8 going up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And get rid of that placement block because we don't need it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the right of the final block we just placed and put 1. And this is where we start the second half of the ear. So above this block, what we're going to do is put 4 flat going to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then above that, we're going to mimic that row again, except this time it's 5, so it comes off 1 more. Then above that, we're going to mimic it again, except it's going to be 6 this time. So we have 4, 5, then 6. And off that 6th plank, what we're going to do is we're going to actually go to the left 3 from what we already have built. Let me see. Yeah. So from what we already have built, we're going to go to the left 3 more. So right here, just put 3 blocks going to the left. And then from there, we're going to go to the right of it So to the left of it, we put 3. To the right of what we already have, like this final block, these two, we're going to go on top of those and put 5 blocks starting from the second to last block going to the right. So this block, we put 1 on top, and I'll put 5 going to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From there, we're going to go on top of that final block and put 4 going to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finally, we're going to go up and to the right 2 flat, then 2 flat again. And then from there, we're going to do 2 things. So on the second block, we're going to put 1 on top and 1 below. And the 1 below block we just placed, we're going to use it to work and connect it to the bottom half of the ear so that we can officially start the second half of the ear. I mean the top of the ear. So from this part, we're going to put 2 to the right of it. So 1, 2. So it's 3 blocks now. And then from those 3 blocks, we're going to go down and to the right 1 single block. Then down and to the right 2 vertical. Now from that 2 vertical we just placed, we're going to go down and to the right 1, then 2 vertical, then 2 vertical again. So down to the right 1, then 2 vertical, then 2 again. Now from that we're going to go down 3, then 4, and it should meet at the 11. So we're going to go down at a diagonal 3 vertical, then we're going to go down to right 4, and it should meet exactly on the 11. 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So if you have this, your ear is almost done, and it looks really, really freaking good. So what we got to do next is we're going to do the top half of the ear. So for the top half of the ear, we're going to go to, actually I prefer to start right here on the right this time. So we're going to start on the right where we have this backwards L that we placed. And we went to the bottom to do the lower half. We're at the top, we're going to do the top half of the ear now. So from here, we're going to put 1 placement block to the right, so we can go up and to the right 2 vertical. Then up and to the right 2 vertical again. And now finally from there, before we start doing some single block work, we're going to go up and to the left 3 vertical. Now from that 3 vertical, we're going to go up and to the left 3 single blocks. So 1, 2, 3. And from those 3 single blocks, we're going to go up and to the left flats now. So we're going to go up and to the left 2 flat twice. So 2 flat once, 2 flat again. And next we're going to go up and to the left 6 flat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's the highest point in the ear. So all we need to do is bring it back down now. So from that 6, we're going to go down into the left 3 flat. Then we're going to go from this middle block right here, put 1 below it, and then 2 to the left. And actually, it would be a lot easier if I just do that same thing I did with the right ear, where I just did the 2 sides of it and then filled everything in. So that's what I'm going to do. So from this block, we're going to go down into the left 2 vertical. Actually, let me see. 1, 2. We're going to go down into the left 1 single block, actually, just like that. So now we have 1, 2, 3 before our 6. Oops, I'm falling. Now we're going to go down into left 2 vertical. And from that 2 vertical, we're going to actually start extending down. And would it be a lot easier just to, let me see. It'd be a lot easier just to extend it upward from here. So I'm going to extend it down a little bit more, and then I'm going to extend it up from somewhere else. So we're going to add 4 going down to what we already have, these 2. So we put 1, 2, 3, 4 more onto it. And then going down to this plank we have already. So to the left of the 5 we have, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. This is 5. To the left of it, where we have this strip, we're going to skip 3 blocks. And then on the 4th block, we're going to go up 3 from there. 1, 2, 3. And as you can see, they're on 2 separate lengths right here. So all we need to do is bring this one down until it meets there at a diagonal. Perfect. But the left ear doesn't look so good. So what we're going to do to fix that up is we're going to go back to the top. And where we have this 3 right here, we're going to go down into the left 1, where we already have. Then we're going to go down into the left 2. Then we're going to go down into the left 2 vertical. So it should be like this now. From there, it gets pretty easy. We're just going to go down into the left until we touch the wall. So down to the left and just bring it down until it touches the wall. And everything inside there will be filled in with black. And let's see how it looks. So let's fill it all in with black real quick. Perfect. And actually, we can do a little bit more of the shading work with the right side as well. But let me see if I really want to anyways. Yeah, there's a little bit of stuff we can do with the right side. But let's see the timer we have on our video. We're at 27 minutes. So let's actually do that part quickly. So go to where we have this L that we were working with before. So we're always coming back to this L, backwards L. And to the right of it, this final block, we're going to put 2 to the right of it. 1, 2. Then from there, we're going to go up to the right, and we're going to go vertical 7 blocks. So up and to the right, vertical 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now from that 7 we just placed, we're going to go up and to the right 1. Up and to the right 1 again. And basically, we're going to go up and to the right until we're even with this final single block. And then bring it over. So 1 again, 1 again. And once we're even with it, bring it over and fill everything in with black. Perfect. So now for the rest of the ears, the inside is going to be all pink. And the outside is going to be all cyan blue. So let's get to the eyebrows, the teeth, and the little inner parts of her mustache thingy. Or her freckles or whatever, and we'll be done because we need to speed this up. So for her eyebrows, what we're going to do is go to the left side where we have this block sticking off. Not the second one, the first one. So from the first one, we're going to add 5 blocks to the top of it. And on the 6th block, we're going to put a black wool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on the 6th block, put a black wool. Now from that black wool, what we're going to do from to the right of it, we're going to add 5 blocks. And to the left of it, we're going to add, let's see, 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's see. Yeah. So we added 8 to the left, and from there we're going to go up and to the left, 2 vertical. Then we're going to go to the right 2 blocks. So we need, it should be 3 like this, but we added 2 to the right. From there we're going to go up and to the right 3 flat. So we should have this so far. Then up and to the right 9 flat. Finally, from there, we're going to go down into the right 3 vertical, and this should fill the gap we have right here. And not everything inside there is going to be filled in with black, but I'm going to leave it alone for that's going to be, I'm going to leave it alone so that people can do it on their own. Jeez, my English is broken. Next, we're going to go to the right side, and right here, we're going to add 5 blocks on top of that, and on the 6th block, we're going to put a black wool. Alright, now from that, what we're going to do, this block, we're going to put 2 to the right of it, and now to the left of it, we're actually going to add, let's see, 3, 6, 9 blocks. So we're going to put 9 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, yeah, sorry about that. I was making sure I didn't put the eyebrow too high. So we're going to go up and to the left from here, 3 vertical. And then from here, we're going to bring it to the right. So we're going to put 1 block to the right from the final block right here. Then we're going to go up and to the right 10 flat. And now from there, we're going to go down to the right 3 flat. And from those 3 blocks we just placed, we're going to bring it down another 2, so 1, 2. And then connect it by going to the left. So that's it for eyebrow number 2. So next what we're going to do is the teeth, the inner part of the mouth, and we'll be done. So we'll go down here, and on the part right here where we have, let's see, we have 2 flat. We're going to go down from where we have the 2 flat, and we're going to, right here where we have this. What we're going to do is we're going to put 4 blocks, 4 white wool on top of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to put 2 to the right of that final block. So 1, 2. And from there, we're going to bring it all the way down. So that's tooth number 1. Then for tooth number 2, what we're going to do is actually, what we can do is put a little bit gap in the tooth because it kind of takes up a lot of space right now. So to create a little gap, we're going to create an artificial gap. We're going to go to the 4th block. So we count 1, 2, 3. And on the 4th block, we're going to knock that out and put a black wool. And to the right of these 3 whites, we're going to put a black wool like that. That's just creating an artificial gap in his teeth that wasn't actually there. Now for the next tooth, we're going to take our white wool again. And from the white we already have placed on here, left alone, we're going to put 2 to the right of it. Then on top of the 2 right here that are hanging off alone, what we're going to do is add 2 to the top of it. Then fill in what's below it like this. Now from there, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the right of these bottom 2, and we're going to put 2 to the right of those, and then we're going to switch to our black wool. So that's tooth number 2. And with our black wool, we're going to go below it, then put 2 like this. Then we're going to go up and to the left and put 2. We're just tracing it basically. Just trace it with black wool. That's the easiest way to word. Then from there, we're going to do tooth number 3. So for tooth number 3, we're going to switch to our white wool again. And from these 2 that we placed, we're going to put 2 to the right of the top one. Then from these 2 white wools we just placed, we're going to go down to the right 3 vertical white wool. So 1, 2, 3. And now everything to the inside here is going to be white wool. And now let's start the little buck teeth. So go to the right of what we already have, and we're going to build a little wall. There's a little wall of black wool. And then switch back to your white wool. And what we're going to do is pretty simple. we're going to put 5 pieces of white wool flat, and then another row of 5. Then from there, we're going to switch to our black wool, and we're going to put 3 flat pieces, then 3 flat on top of that. And now we can switch back to our white wool. And finally, before we start the second row of teeth, this is the second half of teeth actually, we're going to put 5 flat again, and then 5 just like that. And now for the second half of teeth, it's pretty simple. It's pretty much the same old, but we'll go over it again. So to the right of this, we're going to bridge it off with black. We always want to keep them separate from each other, so every tooth is surrounded by black wool. But anyways, so off of these 2 black wool we just placed, we're going to put 2 on top of it. Then we're going to go to the right one, so we have this R shape now. And we're going to go up and to the right, this backwards L shape. So up and to the right from here, oops, backwards L. And from that backwards L, we're going to go down and to the right 1, just like that. And on top of that, we're going to put 2 black wool. And then we're going to go down to the right 1 from there. Now let's just fill this all in with white real quick, and we'll start the next tooth. And you can separate this easy with just black wool. Just separate them at any point you want with black wool. Alright, now for next tooth, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the right of this 2 black wool we just used to wall it off. And we're going to put a 2 by 2 square, so 2 by 2, just like that. Now go to this top right block right here, and on top of it we're going to add 1 block, and to the right of it we're going to add 1 block. And that's it for tooth number, I think 2 or 3, whatever. Now switch back to your black wool, and we're going to wall it off again. So just let's make sure our black wool is covering everything. Now for the final tooth, we're going to switch to our white wool, and we're going to go to the right of this wall we just placed, and we're going to put a backwards R like that, so it's just tracing it. Then on top of this middle block, what we're going to do is put 1 on top, 1 to the right, and then 2 on top. And we can just wall this off with all black wool inside, because that's pretty much it for the lower half of the teeth. Everything else is going to be filled in with black except for the upper half of the teeth. So let's go do the upper half of the teeth first, and then we can also, yeah, we're almost done. We're almost done, ladies and gentlemen. And we're at the 38-minute mark, Jesus. So we're going to go to this long strip we have right here. And what we're going to actually do is we're going to count 10 over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And on that 10th block, what we're going to do, we're going to use the 10th block to find out where we're starting at. What we're going to do is we're going to go below it, and we're going to put a white wool, 1 white wool, like that, then another one to the left, then a black wool. And this should help us. So we have white, white, black. So for the 2 chipped teeth, because she's a rabbit or whatever, we're going to put, we already have 2 white wools right here. We're going to add another 5 to the right of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then a black wool. Then we're going to end up putting another 7 white wool after that black wool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we can actually put another black wool. It doesn't really matter because everything that's not teeth is black. So switch to our white wool and let's finish up the teeth. So we have this lengthy row of 7. All we need to do is bring it down another 3 rows. So 1, 2, 3. And it's the same length each row. So we just need to create another, what's called 3 rows of it. So this is row number 1, row number 2, row number 3, and we'll do the same thing with the other tooth. Bring it down 3, bring it down 3, and just fill it all in. Alright, and even though I said I'm not going to fill in the mouth, I'm just going to separate it so you can get the general tooth shape looking at. So her teeth are like, I don't know, they're kind of perfect at the top, but jagged at the bottom. And the inner mouth, everything else is going to be black, so it's easy for you guys to do from there. All we have to do now before I call it off the end of the tutorial is we're going to do the little white marks around her eyes and the little freckles on her rabbit cheek things. So for the freckles on the rabbit cheeks, we're going to take out the black wool and go up to this part of the face. And we're going to go to where we have this 3, which is close to the nose, right here. So that's the nose right there, the 3 blocks we have down and to the left from it. And we're going to go below the final 2 blocks. So below the final 2 blocks, we're going to put a 2x2 like this. And then below that, we're going to put another 2x2. But this time it's black wool. Before it was just placement. Now from here, we're going to do 2 things. We're going to work with this block. So coming down from this block, we're going to put a placement block going 1, 2, 3 to the left, then 2 flat. Then from that first placement block, we're going to put 1 below it, then 2 black, then 2 to the left of those 2 black. So it should look exactly like this, and then we can get rid of our placement. And now let's start the second part of the face over there. And we're going to go to where we have, you see how we have underneath the eyeball, we have this strip of 4. We're going to go up and to the left from there where we have this strip of 2. And we're actually going to go down from there. So we're going to put 2x2 going down from there. And below that 2x2, we're going to do the same thing again where we have the 4 black wools just creating the same shape. And now this is basically the same thing again. So from here, we're going to use our placement block, come below it, 3 to the right, then 2 flat black wool. Then from that first placement block, we're going to put 1 below it, oops, then 2 black wool, then 2 black wool to the right of those 2. So that's it for the freckles in her face. Now let's do the white outline around her eyes, and we're going to be done. So thank God. So for the white outline, we're going to do the right eye first. What we're going to do is we're going to go right here exactly in this indent where we have 2 blocks space. And we're going to go up 11. So basically just go up until we meet right there with that perfect line right there. And on top of that, we're going to add 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Then from there, we're going to go up and to the right, 2 vertical. Then up and to the right, 2 vertical again. Then we're going to go up and to the right, a single, then 2 flat twice. So here's the single, then 2 flat twice. And these are all at diagonals. So 2 flat like this. Then we're going to go up and to the right, 6 flat. And we can finally start bringing it down now. So we're going to go down and to the right from there, 2 flat. Then down and to the right, a single block. And from that single block we just placed, we're going to put 1 below it, 1 below that, so it should be touching the black wool right here. Then right 2. So it's just this big L. From there, we're almost done. We're going to go down into the right 2 singles. So single, single. Then down into the right 3 vertical, then 4 vertical. So down to the right 3 vertical, then down to the right 4 vertical. And now for the final stretch, we're going to go down into the right all the way until there's 2 spaces left to the ground. I mean to the face. So bring it down all the way. And we want to leave 2 spaces like that. So we have these 2 empty spaces. And from those 2 spaces, we're going to go down into the left and connect it. And that's it for the right eye. And we're going to end up filling that all in with white. Now for the left eye, what we're going to do is start at the same point we did, which was closest to the black wool right here. And we're going to go up until we are even with what we have right here. Then we're going to trace this again. So we just trace those twice. And since this is 3 blocks, what we're going to do on top of that is add another 2. Then we're going to go up and to the left 2 single. So 1, 2. Then up and to the left 2 vertical, then 1 single. And from there it gets pretty simple. All we're going to do is go up and to the left. Let's see, this is 9 flat. Sorry, I thought it was 8. So go up and to the left 9 flat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And we can start bringing it down now. So we're going to go down and to the left 1. Then down and to the left 2 flat. Down and to the left 3 single. So 1, 2. And we're going to ignore that black wool thingy right here. It doesn't exist. Alright. And going through it, like so, we're going to pretend this was our 3. All we're going to do is go down to the left from there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row technically. Then we're going to go extend this down. So all we did was extend it down until we touched the black wool. And to finish it up now, we're going to go down to the left from here. And we're going to extend it down as well until, let's see, we're going to extend it till it's right even with this. So just it's even with this black, this first black you see here. And now from that first black, what we're going to do is we're going to put 1 extra below it. And then we're going to keep going down into the right 1 until we touch the wall. So down to the right 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, all the way until we touch something, which is right there. So now all that inside stuff is going to be white. And we got white over here. And then the inside of the eye is white as well. And then everything else on the skin is cyan. The eyebrows are black. And that's it for the frame, guys. So I'm going to go down and finish the bow, actually, because I forgot to do that, which is going to be really quick. And then I'm going to show the final product for about 30 or 15 seconds. And you guys can freeze it there and just fill it on your own. And I don't know, if you guys don't like me freezing the camera like that, just tell me and I'll actually fill it in with you guys next time. But for this time, I actually think you guys are bright enough to do it on your own. So let's just do the bow tie real quick. So on the bow tie, we're going to go down to where we have this 3 flat. And on top of that third block, we're going to come up 2, then put a placement block. Then to the left of the placement block, we're going to put 1, and to the right of it, we're going to put 1. And on top of the placement block, we're going to extend it up until we meet a block at a diagonal. So just bring it up. Whoops, we didn't meet anything at a diagonal. That was my bad. Extend it up till we touch the top. And then from there, we're going to knock off the first block and put 1 to the left like this. And we can get rid of the placement. Now for the left side, what we're going to do is we already have this lengthy piece right here. Let me see where it is actually at. Alright, so we have this lengthy piece, so it's 3 going up. And from it, what we're going to do is we're going to come to the right of the middle block and put 2 like that. Then go to the right again and put 1. So we have this staircase, so it's 3, then 2, then 1. And now from there, we're going to go up and to the left a placement block, just like that. And with that placement block, what we're going to do is put 1 to the left, 1 to the right. And this floating left piece, we're going to put 3 on top, 2 on top of that, so it's 3 blocks. And we're going to make this even with it. Then using our placement block again, we're going to put 1 block in between them. Extend that up 2. And then to finish it up, we're going to go up and to the left, a backwards R. So we have that backwards R shape. Then we're going to go to the right of this backwards R. We're going to skip this block, put a black wool. So as you can see from the second camera, we're getting like just a circular indent in the middle of it. And now what we're going to do from this part right here, this piece hanging up by itself, we're going to keep going down and to the left from it. So we have 1, 2, 3 going down and to the left. And we're going to put 4. So actually, no, it's not 4. We came down 1, 2, 3, and on the third block we put 1 below it. So we're just creating a circular shape for ourselves. And let me go back over here. I don't like where this is. We're going to knock this out. And you see how we came down from here? We're going to come down from here as well on the right side. So we're going to go down to the right, 2 flat, then 2 flat again, and we can knock out this third block. And some modifications I'm going to make, we're going to change this 2 flat to just 2 single blocks like that. We're just creating an artificial circle shape kind of. Alright, so now I'm going to show the finished product and you guys can do the the filling in on your own. And I'm going to talk while I'm showing it for a little bit. So I'll see you guys when I get there. Alright, so now you should be looking at the finished version and the unfinished version. And basically I'm going to go over a couple of things that I did differently. As you can see, there's like a little bit of detail in the neck. There's extra skin in the neck that wasn't there on the finished version. And that's okay. And also in the unfinished version, what I want you guys to do is, you see on the eyes where we have that extra black line going around the white, like right here, I'm looking at it right now. We can just get rid of that altogether. So just replace that with cyan and everything should come out good. Let me just zoom out again so you guys can pause the video and fill in the colors where they belong. And I'm going to go over the colors again. So I'm going to say it. So the body and the face and the ears are going to be cyan. The cheeks and the bow are red. The ears are pink. Everything else should be white. The nose is dark gray. And the stomach can be sandstone, endstone, or the stained clay that looks like flesh. So thanks for tuning in, guys. This tutorial came out pretty long, but hopefully you guys were able to follow along. This is Phoenix Death 1, and I'll see you guys when I do the showcase later.